now that I've been in the energies of it enough, and I have participated in this thing called CE5 meditations. And it is based on the documentary, the second documentary of Stephen Greer. He is since the 70s. I don't know if he's a scientist or I think he was a doctor. His early life, he was a doctor, like an MD. And he moved on in his world to find ways to communicate with multidimensionals. And so he developed strategies, meditative focus with groups of people who come together with a heart open, love-based intention to connect with multidimensionals. And his technique is so beautiful. The government has been working with him. And it's through these two documentaries. The first one is called Unacknowledged, and the second one is Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, which is the CE5 that I mentioned. Steven Tyler, the lead singer of Aerosmith, is in the first one, or the second one, I don't remember. But anyway, other celebrities, because what he's put together is a technique that is, my understanding, resonant with love, curiosity, and openness, with a willingness and an intention to connect to your star family for the reasons of love, connection, and sharing gifts. We seem to think that because they're multidimensional, they're more advanced than we are, but that's not the case, in my understanding. They may have technological capabilities that we haven't developed yet, but one of the things that I've collected over the years through listening to the Pleiadian channelings of Wendy Kennedy is that we here on Earth are going through emotional development that isn't present in other star systems, galaxies, and universes. What we're doing here on Earth is unprecedented in all of creation. And that's what makes Earth so special, because it's an emotional melting pot, and there's free will. And this isn't accessible vibrationally in other manifested or even multidimensional. Some places don't have form. My understanding is some of these different realms and dimensions don't even have form, so they're just different expressions of frequency. But what's so great here is that we can form, we can incarnate and have pleasures and touches and sounds and emotions. And when you learn energetics, you see that emotions are such beautiful, it's currency, it's the ability to create. And as I've been going on my own spiritual path, I was doing a shamanic journey session like 9 years ago with a very talented shaman. And I'm exploring these challenges that I've been dealing with. And when I accessed my soul's origins, and it's through the imagination that you are willing and open to connect. That's how we connect to our soul and our intuition, is through our willingness to be in our imagination. That's why creatives, musicians, and children have very strong intuitive wisdom, because we are willing and ready and accessing our intuitive through the imaginal space of consciousness. But I saw myself as a multidimensional being, and what I knew, I accessed my knowing of that form that I was taking at that time, that said that life is like a pendulum. And so energetically, all of the challenges that you're experiencing, you're developing energetic momentum. This is currency. This is like equity that you're developing from all the challenges. The more challenges, the deeper, darker challenges, the better, because you're going to have all that creative potential on the other side. And it came clear to me, and it felt so resonant and so true. And that's even more evidence of why Earth is such a pivotal and beautiful part of the universe's expansion and exploration of itself. Because when you're here on the Earth plane and you're in this field of emotions, you get this karmic wheel where you're just spinning and spinning, and you're not able to get yourself out. You keep hating your mother, and you keep coming back in new lives and playing out those dynamics again until you come to forgiveness and acceptance and love of self and others. And that's what keeps us in the karmic wheel. Dolores Cannon